all that other stuff, but it's just it's so weird seeing Sonic like without a face, you know.
You know, I'm kind of the opposite because I think like the mouth movements. I think like the mouth movements managed to look even weirder on the GameCube version, but you know, it's all fine and good to talk about. It's all fine and good to talk about Sonic having 5 separate fingers, but if they all move as one, it just ends up looking weird.
It's been 7 years since I played this. I don't remember any of this.
Karen, let me cut you off real quick, Louis. We can get back to that. Let's talk about what the fuck is happening on your screen right now. Okay, look. As much as we were looking forward to this, everybody's done a fucking Sonic Adventure 1 Let's Play. Even as we revisited it, maybe like 8,000 more have come and grown and mutated into horrible abominations. So what's happening is something that Ryan and I discussed last year at a Sonic and Sega Fan Jam. And because they had a Dreamcast set up and Sonic Adventure 1 was playing, and we decided to just play the game for a little bit, and then Ryan, I don't remember how it happened, but we decided, you know, what if we just started taking Sonic's lines from SA1 and just made them overly verbose?
I don't remember what context it came up. I think it was because how stilted the dialogue is naturally, because I wrote the script for this. The dialogue is very repetitive when you look at the actual words that are being used. So I decided, okay, let's give Sonic like a word of the day calendar. And it's November and he hasn't used it, so he's trying to make up for lost time.
What this reminds me of, I'm not sure if anyone saw a few years ago, there was a pretty infamous video. It was like a freestyle rap battle translated, but everyone just spoke. But like the two people who were dubbing the voices just spoke like English professors, and this is kind of what this reminds me of. I gotta say, Johnny, I'm very glad you're doing the Dreamcast model. What the fuck? I love this because, as we're gonna see now, Eggman should have a railing, which means he's safer.
Of a railing.
Eggman just has really bad vertigo. He wasn't laughing; he was shaking. Like, whoa.
Man, you know what? Dreamcast graphics are something else.
He's got the pale-colored eyelids again. My friend, I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh yeah, that was another thing they changed about the GameCube version. For some reason, they made his eyelids blue.
Well, that's because they were blue in every game afterwards.
Well, actually, I think they were still flesh-colored in Sonic Adventure 2, weren't they?
I don't like. I pay attention to Sonic's eyelids.
Yes, because you know what? It was Sonic Adventure DX was the first game to make them blue.
Oh, okay.
What doesn't make sense about Sonic's physics is not just the fact that he can run up walls, but the fact that he can run around objects downward at super speeds. You should go flying when that happens, but for some reason he just sticks to the floor like his feet are made of glue.
You're right, this game is bullshit. Why are we playing this?
Yeah, so another thing about this is that Tails and family know that Sonic is fucking with them and don't have time for this bullshit, so they will interrupt them as soon as they possibly can to just, all right, shut the fuck up, Sonic.
He's just like, they've been friends with him for so long that, you know, they aren't even fazed by it, so they just talk over him. It's just like, it's another day with Sonic. He won't care. Sonic, meanwhile, is dying a little inside every time it happens.
Can I just say how quickly the franchise treated the Chaos Emeralds would go? Just in this game, it's like, holy shit, there's a fucking Chaos Emerald. Jump to just 3 games later, sounds like, hey, Shadow, look, if you click in front of you, it's a Chaos Emerald. That's weird. Get it. Because why not? Bug it, why not? Let's go.
Well, I don't play this game enough to be able to control Sonic when I can't see where the hell he's going.
I just want to say, rip Dean Bristow. You were like, you know, I don't think any of us, especially Clement, would trade Mike Pollock for anything, but goddamn, Dean Bristow is fucking amazing in this game.
Well, they're both.
He's the Robotnik I've always quoted all the time.
You know what I love about Dean Bristow in this game. It's more so from Tails' story, but like Mike Pollock sounds really good. Like Mike Pollock could do a good angry, but like to me, like Mike's never been like scary. And there's moments.
He's not Dean Bristow can sound downright sinister at times.
Dude, fucking like Tails is you fool away before I make mincemeat out of you.
Yeah, that's the one everybody always pulls.
That's
for
like,
good reason.
Man, that shit got me so hard back in the day. I mean, what?
What?
Come again?
I mean, egg boner? What?
What a ship, the egg boner.
SA1's bosses are particularly...
Look at that. Sonic was so sorry for
Yeah, drunk Sonic.
for how easily he did that he just, gave Eggman a free hit.
So you guys are just talking about Eggman being threatening? Okay.
No, good. The animation in this game is so, like the trajectory of his grab makes no fucking sense. And I gotta
The animation is stiff as hell.
Like, it always bugged me, even when I first played this game, that Eggman doesn't have lip syncing. But just wait until Eggman throws the fucking emerald. The emerald clearly passes over Chaos's body. But it still flashes like, oh, good, never mind, I won anyway.
He's holding it up using magnetic levitation. Or...
But look at fucking.
It's nowhere even close to it.
Oh wait, hold on, I missed. Let me get out and grab that for you, Chaos.
So, in terms of Chaos, we really know what side is his wanking hand.
And unfortunately for him, it is No Nut November at the
he's
time of this recording.
He's kind of like, an all-water version of the G-Virus monster from Resi 2. Like, all he's missing is an eyeball on his shoulder.
Am I the only one who wanted to fight the Chaos numbers that weren't in the game?
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
you don't fight
fact-
1, you don't see 3 and 5?
0 might as well not been a fight.
Well, in fact, one of the things I wanted to bring up for repeatedly throughout this revisit was the idea of what would you include inside a Sonic Adventure 1 remake?
Johnny, like, before we go there, can we just say that at this point in Eggman's theme song, I love the fucking 70s porno guitars. God damn. Wow. So fucking good.
Salutations! You are cordially welcome back to the playthrough of Sonic Adventure Redux. Within the time frame of this video, we shall be providing commentary on a level in which there is a chance of large acquisition of money if one is willing to play several games of chance. Hi everybody. How you doing?
Hey.
You see, that was really easy to write because my writing style is bad. And I...
Overly verbose, you could say.
Well, you know what it is? It's, I need another 3 pages on this English paper, is what it is.
The dialogue meant for Sonic.
I wouldn't know that Ted wrote this is not angry enough.
But see that
When did I
dialogue
become
is
the
how-
angry one? Oh,
See, Johnny, that dialogue is just how Ted assumes teenagers speak these days.
I'm hip.
Oh,
I'm
God.
with it.
We are screwed.
How do you
Now-
do, fellow kids? Salutations, good fellow.
Now,
Look forward to our Fortnite commentary.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh man, the graphics look so clean. I'm sorry, I'm not used to seeing Sonic Adventure in
I
HD.
love that. And in the reality of this cutscene, Eggman was just right outside. He'll be out soon. He'll be out soon.
Unfortunately, we don't get the Shenmue HD upgrade where all the neon lights are given bloom effects. So
If Eggman has sleeping gas, fucking do that every time you see them, dipshits. You would win every time.
This is a guy,
Yeah, but-
Sonic's not a high roller.
But the thing is, Eggman never kills him. He just constantly pops up out of nowhere, gasses him, and they're out for like 4 hours.
oh god.
Ryan, speaking of popping out, Sonic's pupil just fucking left his eye.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, that's a consequence of going HD. Suddenly we can see that there's a small amount of space between Sonic's eye and the rest of his eye.
Ted, I think one thing that SA1 does better than SA2, which kind of ties in a bit more to the classics, is that there are more like set pieces, like the start of the snowboarding section where the camera's facing you. That feels like the start of
That's dark. Damn. Okay.
Damn, son.
Anyway, to slightly go on topic, I mean,
I forgot what I was
No,
saying.
it's Knuckles.
I would, I don't know. Like, I think that there's lots of, like, because I can think of a set piece for nearly every level, at least for Sonic. The
Independence
car,
choice.
the car in City Escape, what's it's called, the rocket from. I think there's plenty of set pieces in SA2. They don't like stop the gameplay to have Sonic go wow at all. Well, actually, no, they kind of do when you're like hanging on the rocket in Metal Harbor, and it's just like, look, Sonic's hanging on a rocket. That's cool. This boss fight is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Knuckles wasn't even trying to go to you. He knew he had no chance, and he was running away.
But he hit an invisible wall.
Sonic's going through his overly verbose phase today.
So you know what? One really odd change, and I've said this in previous OPs, is that in the DX versions they removed the punching sound effect when Knuckles and Sonic jump in, like punch each other. So like if you listen to the audio, it's just one drum and go.
It's too violent for the kids. Meanwhile, let's have the water monster destroy a whole city.
Sonic needs to invest in pockets. He drops those things way too often.
Yeah, because Sonic wouldn't start putting shit up his ass until SA2.
Why aren't the three of them just violently attacking his ship for? He's an old man. He poses you very little risk. Just fucking kill him now.
I shall sarcastically say you have contributed a great deal to this meeting. Hand appended joint.
It's like, if you're done.
Well, that's why he wasn't done with his sentence yet, Gareth. God.
You know, the overly verbose thing was a terrible mistake. Because I can't commentate.
Holy shit,
like
we killed Lewis.
Finally, I've been waiting years to do that.
Oh, man.
This might be the single most embarrassing line of dialogue from anything ever.
So frustrating. Not a single person loosens the tightness for us in which to make our lives easier.
Well, I mean the original version of that line, not what Johnny did. But
That's not embarrassing.
But man, no one cuts. Like, Sonic, you are not a 7-year-old from 1982. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, it's a very Jaleel White line.
No, even Jaleel White would be embarrassed to say that line as Sonic.
I don't know.
No,
if
he
the pay's
wouldn't.
right. Yeah. You know, normally not.
No, it doesn't feel like a glitch, because I remember doing that as a... Oh, and this always happens too. Sonic gets decapitated.
Yeah.
You'd think they would reprogram the camera for this section so that wouldn't happen. But clearly, this game didn't have a whole lot of time for smoothing out.
Was this a launch title or just close?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, yeah, so
In Japan, anyway.
So obviously they
and
needed
for
it
in America
out.
too.
Yeah, but
Remember,
guys,
the Dreamcast came out a year later in America. And
what's
Sonic
funny
Adventure
is
was
that
part
Johnny,
of
the
that, right?
version we played was the one which had like 6 months of improvements added to it, and it's still fucking glitchy as shit. This is the equivalent of like the original Japanese SA1 was like the Japanese Pokemon Green. Like how does this game even fucking
Which
stand
gets
up?
worse and worse as it's ported, because DX, among a lot of other things, is also way glitchier than the Dreamcast original.
Yeah, I
Just-
remember
Yeah.
having. I remember having problems where I fell
That
through
texture,
the floor
Jesus fucking Christ.
quite a bit.
I would argue
Yeah.
that like the GameCube version's more stable than the PC or Xbox 360 version. I swear it gets
Yeah,
worse
it is.
every year.
Come in. That's because like the version on Xbox is a port of the PC version, which was a port of the GameCube version. So like
Yeah.
it just keeps getting ported. Like Johnny said,
But-
this keeps getting ported and ported.
But
It's
you
terrible.
know, the PC version and onward, including these HD versions, they're really, really goddamn lazy ports. I remember when they first came out, people made a lot of hullabaloo about the lack of widescreen.
All right, so in the original Dreamcast release, the models for Tails and Sonic were of the classics, which I always felt. I'm not sure if that was a callback or just the beta element they never fixed.
Well, okay, because Johnny, I had read because Sonic Adventure started work.
Multiple posterior
What the
appendages.
fuck? Because Sonic Adventure started work on the Saturn, I had read, and I think it says so on the Sonic Retro wiki.
Oh wait,
that
they started
only,
this one on the Saturn
The person
too?
I am seeking is not
Yeah,
standing in
because
front.
Yeah.
so Sonic World, the kind of open world segment on the Saturn was
I would like to express my desire
was kind of
that my partner in this
a kind of
adventure is
tech
currently in
demo
good health
for
and
Sonic Adventure. And then from what I understand, especially in Sky Chase Act 2, when the tornado is transforming, those are literally the Sonic car models, from what I understand.
So what?
DX did update them.
Yes.
Right,
to make them
okay.
the in-game
But
models.
we're
but
playing
yeah,
the original beta.
God,
Yeah.
death has come for us.
Garanassi.
What?
A lot.
Hey, do you ever get a concussion after falling out of a plane because your arch nemesis has a giant battleship and you've lost your best friend, and then some random girl says, "Hey, I'm worried about this bird," and you make that your #1 priority? I do that all the time.
In context of this story, it's like we have it. The last time we saw
sorry.
Amy,
I'm sorry.
she was,
Now you can play with Amy.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can play her, alright.
She's 12, you creep.
But like, it's we haven't seen Amy since we rescued her from Little Planet. We haven't seen her in like a year or so. And she's just, it's a bird. Look after it. It's like,
This
okay.
engagement shall be of little
I like
consequence.
when you're actually behind the perspective of Amy, and Sonic does not choose to help her. He chooses to run away.
Unlike this Bobbins, is there something in addition to the current situation happening?
Also, Amy, you're literally just about to die, and you're more worried about Twinkle Park.
Yeah, her attention span is really small.
If Cucumbers getting free, that's fucked up, man. And I'm still annoyed that me and TJ got denied.
I'm sorry, you're too ugly to get free admission. What the fuck? Like, who's in charge of saying that?
This is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Just so that Sonic could land.
So,
you know what? I'm gonna say it. Sometimes wolves deserve to be hugged. Okay, Lewis.
So,
Fuck you.
I remember it was, I think, when we were talking about Windy Hill, we were talking about how we liked how the levels have different sections, and I like that aspect too, that it keeps the levels feeling dynamic. But unfortunately, it also results in a lot of the levels feeling really short.
Because there's so many times you will try to do something and you
And
end
then
up doing
bounce
something
straight
else.
into a pit.
Exactly. So if all of Sonic's moves were mapped to a different button, SA2 would control so much fucking better for me.
I don't know. I feel like the instances where that happens aren't that bad, and not to mention that SA1 has its own unique quibbles, like for example Sonic drifting from place to place, and honestly the biggest nitpick for me of all is the spin dash, where you have to sit down and wait an hour for it to charge up. And
No, that's the Lightspeed dash.
Well, sorry,
Okay.
that's what I meant. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Attention post-haste.
The Lightspeed dash, where you have to charge up it for forever, and then you also it wouldn't be that bad if you could charge it up and hold on to it, but Sonic runs slower if you try to hold on to it for any extended period of time.
Yeah, but Ted, two counterpoints to that. Look at that fucking bling Sonic Scarp. Fucking mwah, beautiful.
Okay, that does not even compare to Sonic's SA2 bling. You don't get to bad talk Sonic Adventure 2's obnoxious and awful clipping accessories that I love because they're terrible ever again. Gary.
I also love the fact that again,
Knuckles weighs an extra 300 pounds when he's fully equipped.
Knuckles should not be able to move with his fucking Cyclops visor on.
It's weighted training, God.
But it's
Yeah.
also Ted, SA2 doesn't let you go. Ready? Wait 7 hours. Go!
Man,
Yeah, but it lets Eggman go. Yo,
sure.
the more
It just makes me smile knowing that an older Dean Bristow was in a studio at some point going yo into a microphone.
you know.
Yeah,
And there are 2 spin dash buttons, so if you tap both of them at the same time, you get double.
the game explodes.
Yeah, the game ruptures.
Sonic's friendship with Tails ended. New best friend, Parrot.
Yeah.
No, the parrot's trying to do a humming attack and it's orbiting.
Yeah.
You're the shittest flicky ever. Get out of here.
Now, of all the places to put the Chaos Emerald to power your airplane, why would you put it inside a glass case attached to the propellers?
Because he's 8. Leave him alone.
It's where the engine's at, and that's what the Chaos Emerald is powering.
Well, no, the engine should be inside the plane.
Man.
Tails is weird.
Because it's basically the
wonder-
same minigame.
I wonder if that's where the Egg Wyvern in
Possible.
06 came from, like they were bringing that concept back.
You can totally look at it as like a prototype version
It's
of
on
it.
YouTube.
And even though I think like yeah, you can find the video of it in action on a video of the model in action, because it doesn't like actually work. But the big point of focus for the design was that it had a Chaos Emerald in the chest. And folks were wondering, well, wait, why does the dragon have a Chaos Emerald? Wouldn't Eggman just give that to Chaos?
Yeah,
immediately?
it might be something that they had for the game before they conceptualized Chaos.
So, you know, one thing that the DX version fucks up on, so at that point, when the plane is starting to land, you can see kind of like, it's almost like it's becoming magnetized to the egg carrier. In the DX version, the fucking wings just clip into the egg carrier as it lands, and it looks so fucking terrible. That's why the Dreamcast version is better, Ted. Get fucked.
To be fair, in any version of the game, nothing except the egg carrier's wings looks particularly interesting. I was never a fan of the egg carrier's design once you're up on top of it and stuff. It's that facial expression is...
Well, that's more just due to the fact to me that the adventure fields in this game are a waste of time. So I just kind of would have rather went straight to the
I mean, unless you're going after the emblems.
What am I really going after
for the
emblems
Metal
for?
Sonic skin, Ryan. The Metal Sonic skin.
Yeah.
If you're playing the GameCube version for some Game Gear games, god damn it.
Oh boy, like any of them are worth it after Sonic 1.
Well, I was gonna say.
Why does he
Mission
turn
Road
around for?
DX,
Why the
I
fuck
guess.
does he spin around?
Glad
I don't.
to
It's
know
because
that
he's
still
on.
happens.
It's because he's on sloped terrain.
The gravity keeps fucking is because Sonic and Knuckles are in that level at the same time. Knuckles is fucking around with the levers when Sonic's in the level, which is a really fucking nice touch. Which the first time playing it you won't realize it, but then when you play with Knuckles you're like, oh, I get it.
That's at the same time though. If you're Knuckles, I would like Sonic to say
Stop
something in the
fucking
stage.
doing
Like,
that!
Knuckles, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a neat idea. I just wish it didn't make both levels intolerable.
I mean, I won't lie. The camera,
Agreed.
the camera is almost beyond unbearable in the second half of Skydeck. I can't deny that. So at this point, does Eggman take this care symbol from the bird's mouth? Does he just like?
I always thought it was
It's on his
in
necklace.
the thingy, the
That
necklace.
mono
Yeah,
is
the
fucking
pendant
bigger than the
around
bird is. There's no way in fucking hell he's keeping it in there.
Well, it's pocket space. Damn it.
This is the series where the Master Emerald changes size every
No,
13
only in
hours.
SA2, only in your favorite game, Ted. Get fucked.
No, it's a
forgot
different size in Sonic 3 than it is in Sonic Adventure than it is in
forgot.
SA2.
Lewis, they didn't fix the Robotonic.
Yeah, Robotonic. That horrible caption misspelling that has survived every single part of this game.
Lewis, that was just a reference to Song of the Fighters. Dr. Robotonic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
Robotonic.
it called? Robotonic there?
Defeat the evil Robotonic. I want to say, so this boss is beyond terrible, but the cutscene that follows it, my very first interaction with SA1, I was in kind of a kind of like independent game store. Fuck it, I'm like 10 years old, and the store has a Japanese version of SA1, and just this cutscene is playing with like the fucking, you know, the rock music and the robot that falls down. I thought this was the coolest fucking thing in the world the first time I saw it, but then I discovered boobs and I gave up on it.
You needed to get out more, Gareth. It's so again, I don't want to be too negative here, but going back to these cutscenes is hard because if you compare, not even just the voice acting being bad and the script being cheesy, because that's all of them.
I
That's
like
every
the voice
Sonic
acting,
game.
but I would say I am probably like the game does the control, the level design. I can take off my nostalgia glasses. I don't think I can with the voice acting. I think I do legitimately enjoy the voice acting in this game, which I admit was probably more me. But to go for the cutscenes, Ted, regardless of comparing this to SA2, compare the cutscenes in this game to fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day. Like Conker's Bad Fur Day has like everything is individually animated. It's perfectly lip synced. I know technically this was a launch game for the Dreamcast, and Conker's Bad Fur Day was one of the last games for the N64. But for a console with like half the power of the Dreamcast, it's fucking embarrassing. And this game came out after Bad Fur Day as well. So it is
incredibly
Yeah. You bring up Conker, I bring up Crash, like Crash Bandicoot.
Not
especially.
even just that, like even games with text, like I'm thinking off the top of my head, Ocarina of Time, they made an effort in that game to try to make the shots look cinematic. You know, like even stuff like, you know, when you're watching like Link talk to the Deku Tree, they like have the camera pan and stuff.
To be fair, the cutscenes in this game, the camera is always moving.
Why does it need a poop?
That's my favorite thing. They showed like Eggman, if he's flying around, he likes to go swimming, he likes to read, he has a bed to sleep in. Like they actually designed this fun little world for him.
He has a egomatic hobby horse, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, on the hedgehog hammer.
That's something.
Yeah.
That awesome game.
That's something in SA1. I think they kind of put more. SA1 and Unleashed, I think, put the most effort into making an actual world. You know, it's like in SA2, aside from the levels, there's no real thought put into like how these things connect to each other type of thing. Which you know you could completely say that in a Sonic game doesn't need that. Just give me good levels, that's fine. But I love the fact that they thought about fucking Eggman needs a bedroom. He needs some kind of hobby to have. Let's make him fucking swim. I love that.
They also added to the mythology of Sonic by actually explaining why the Master Emerald is keeping like Angel Island afloat and what's up with the Emerald, and there's a fucking blue chaos monster inside of it,
You can just pick up the other bombs that are still lying around and throw them directly into his mouth, and he won't have time.
Yeah, because
to
I
do
think
anything.
the active ones do disappear after you.
The active ones fly up
freeze
into the sky, but if you hit several, the ones that you hit will remain on the ground.
I didn't know that doing the super duper attack, whatever the hell it's called, did more damage though.
Greetings at your spontaneous arrival. Hand appendage.
Now,
I am most ecstatic if you were slow, but eventually
you can
I
talk
am
about
concerned that some
polygon
is
count and all,
oriented.
but for some reason, Knuckles' model in the DX version
your
always
advancement at
didn't
once.
look right to
Return to
me.
your original position.
I really do prefer his Dreamcast model. Not really sure why.
The only thing I don't like about the Dreamcast model is that his head is pretty fucking big. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sonic Adventure 1 Revisit Commentary.
And we are playing the last part of
What the hell?
Gumby the Hedgehog's playthrough. I wasn't expecting that.
Calcification male humanoid. In what location is the current vicinity?
Oh, I hate this place.
Lost World?
Mystic Ruins can...
No, the
Well,
map.
no, the levels... I like Lost World, the level. This adventure field is the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
I wish I knew there was a map. Because there is one, I think... Was that added to DX or was that
I think
in
that
the
was
Dreamcast?
added to DX.
Added.
So, there! It's better! It's the only way you'll ever figure out how you're going to navigate this stupid adventure map. Don't you get to talk crap about that version ever again.
You want to be fucking
I'm
handheld
sorry.
like a little
Was
baby
the,
Ted.
was
then
the overly
sure.
verbose version of that line just question marks?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what overly reverse is, so...
I am pondering.
Well, see, Johnny, the best thing is there's this video called "The Worst Sonic Film Ever Made," and if you put into Microsoft Sam, he will literally just go HMMM. Hey kids, that would have been a really awkward Sonic Says segment. Hey kids, if a fucking truck's coming out, you just spit into it. You're gonna go flying backwards.
My favorite Sonic Says is when he says, "Don't fear the Reaper."
Wait, really?
No,
Is
no.
that... Are you screwing with me right now? Or...
That's the beauty of it.
Hey kids, remember, death comes for us all.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, Ted, because they literally do have a Sonic Says where they're talking about someone touching you. So who knows if I'm lying?
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that part, but... Okay, so Knuckles committing suicide in Black Knight actually isn't that out of place now. Okay.
What the fuck was that scene about?
I must commit Sudoku.
Okay, so this is a detail I kind of love in the Dreamcast, but also appreciate DX fixing it in some regard. So, Dreamcast's method of simulating a fiery, desolate wasteland is just having the entire ground radiate one
We're on
separate color.
a red sun.
Yeah, we're on a red sun. And it's good for color, it's good for atmosphere, but it's like it makes no fucking sense.
This is fine.
This is absolutely
It's still
The water's on fire.
We're all gonna die!
Now, these flashback sections pissed me off the first time I played because, like, you gotta find this one particular spot where there's something that you need to look at. So you could be running around this area for, like, a whole minute without finding it.
Sonic, I don't like these, but the Sonic's isn't that bad. It's some of the others.
You know what? What's weird is that they give the most fucking plot relevant flashback to Big the Cat.
For some bizarre
What
reason,
the
yeah.
So,
We need to show someone who can change these coming events the scene.
We need to.
This
we need to,
purple guy.
We need to show the character who literally doesn't know how to fucking tie his own shoes. The most important character history of the Echidna tribe.
Yeah, but Big the Cat can wrestle in Smash Brothers.
Get fucked, Shadow. Big's playable.
As to what I had just now witnessed,
I am still wondering where on that little ass temple, that ledge that you could see 5 other temples from outside the level was.
I have no idea.
Large white ovular calcification male
Oh, you can see the seam in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That I'm not really. I know that that's just an HD upres thing. That's not something you'd really see.
Oh, no, wait a minute, guys. Knight's entire world was just a little box. Does that mean that Sonic's entire world is just a box too?
They're living in a box.
Oh god. Oh my
They're
god.
living in a cardboard
That
box.
nature of them was an interesting idea, but like 3 games use that feature, so it's just an inconvenience.
Oh
for
man, this is my favorite
everything
cameo in the game.
Oh, yeah,
Sonic
the
Shuffle
greatest-
Eggman.
The great and
Wait,
the
where?
greatest animation of all time.
with his paper arms.
Sonic, suck my dick. Look, it's so fucking and his fucking
You know,
goofy ass
with-
laugh.
Oh, because he's low poly.
Yeah.
I think they did give him his full poly model.
No, it's just as
No,
bad.
it's
There.
just it's still bad.
It's just as
Sonic,
bad.
I've got a
Oh,
black
okay,
belt
well,
in
then I
karate. Look at my
misremembered. I
I
haven't
karate.
just
played
didn't
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
this
No, it's
year
fine, it's
because
just
the
as bad.
resolution was lower.
Does this your advancement at its current position? Large white ovular calcification male humanoid.
So,
You know, the presence
God, I
of
completely
of
lost
that
my
blue
train of
texture
thought.
that was taken
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the X makes the scene a little bit more colorful and atmospheric. Just gonna say.
Chaos don't look like that, but the Dreamcast couldn't handle water and a shitty mask at the same time. So
honestly, I think it, like, I mean, granted, like, you know, we might not, that might not have been what they wanted to do, but it looks better the way that it ended up anyway, so, you know.
Oh god, this is bad.
Well, it's a Sonic story.
No, Johnny, this is Supersonic story.
Yeah, so that must mean he must be super verbose.
Yeah, super overly verbose. We'd never finish.
Well, Sonic is just talking over there. Never mind that.
So when my brother played this for the first time, he played Supersonic story without playing anything else, and because he had no idea what to do or where Angel Island was, he got on the train, went to Station Square, and just played through Casinopolis 4 times.
I forgot you could go into the levels in the Supersonic story.
It's where most of the NPCs finish their arcs.
No, I mean,
game
like,
is
I forgot
genius.
you could go into the actual levels in the Supersonic story.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I came too quickly, sorry.
Along with large white ovular calcification male humanoid, what has caught?
Wait, what?
Just shut up and
Wait,
listen.
but what, was that the SpongeBob Man Ray music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you add the music every time he speaks for Johnny? I did not
That,
sign
that's
up
been
for
there
this.
since part. That's been there since part 1.
Okay, I wasn't expecting Nani.
When I got to this part in my live stream, I switched the language to Japanese, and as soon as he said Nani, the chat just fucking exploded into Nanis all over the place.
Wow, your followers are a bunch of weeps.
Alright, Dragon Quest boy, calm it down.
No, that's not being a weeb because it's not an anime. See? It's different.
Totally different.
Alright, Lewis, calm down.
No.
Dragon
That
Quest is
doesn't
American,
count.
I swear,
Magic
mate.
fire.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's magic fire.
Yeah, because Tikal's doing a bad job of protecting that shrine if it's already on fire by the time she's making her stand.
Look,
I'm
the
answering.
the
I'm
ground's
answering a text
radioactive.
here.
Look at it.
You're answering it. No, you answered it.
I was answering a text there.
So
Because dude, there are so many cutscenes in Final Story, my brain turns off.
it's just, the only things that Alter is made of are rock and water. I'm pretty sure you can't set either of those on fire.
They're both, fire attacks
Yeah,
are
that-
not very effective
Yeah,
on both of those
I would say
guys.
that's four times effective against fire
resistant to
types.
fire types. So
So a comment Tikal makes later down the road is that we can't let him destroy the world like he did last time. But according to the past, she kind of immediately sealed him into the Emerald, after transforming. So he didn't really get a chance to do
Well,
anything. Except
he
the
did.
echidnas are very self-obsessed.
It's,
He all he did was destroy that shrine, but that's the world to the echidnas.
Well,
they
yeah,
could have.
you
I
said
think
that-
they might have blown up the pyramid too a bit.
You say that kind of as a joke, but ancient civilizations, there is a thing where they sort of thought the world was contained to their own little domain and didn't really think outside of it. So yeah, it's accurate.
We should immediately go to possess the finely cut jewel of extreme disorder and disarray, and then remove ourselves from this entity.
Now he's interrupting himself.
Disagreement.
I shouldn't have stopped for that haircut. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tony Arc did nuke the White House and everything around
Yeah,
it.
but we don't know if that's canon or not because that game sucks.
Okay, so this the going from the CG cutscene to the in-game model may be the biggest downgrade in the history of the universe.
It's like
anything.
PS4, PS1.
It's like it's like PS4 to fucking Atari. That's how much of a downgrade this thing is.
Exactly what you consider yourself to be in relation
Are you sure this has been here since part 1?
to the large glowing orb.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have.
back
Okay,
and go-
so at this
yeah.
point, how does Sonic know the car's name? Because she only introduces herself to Tails, and there's no cutscene of them talking about that. How the fuck does he know who names the car?
I guess Tails told him.
You
It's
know
in the
what?
script,
You know what,
yes.
Ted? Ted, I agree. This game's fucking
the
bullshit.
script.
SA2's better. SA2's better.
Okay, let's time stamp. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. There we go. All right.
Look at that quivering Elvis lip.
What is he smelling?
this
Is it just
photo?
like, oh, did somebody he fart in here?
Be
Okay.
very, very quiet. I'm hunting emeralds. Ma.
Oh, good. I've already got them all.
Look at his sweet rave party he's doing there. Like with the flash.
Oh my god, the textures on that floor.
The TV
Jesus.
static, that's
I know.
asphalt.
So, the Chaos Emeralds confuse me. And I realize that they confuse everyone, but just conceptually, okay, in Sonic Adventure 1, they're connected to this giant water monster. In the previous games, they're just sort of energy sources, so we don't know much about them, but they turn Sonic into a Super Saiyan. Okay.
Yeah.
And in Sonic Adventure 2, suddenly they're time travel. Or time-space travel.
Well, it's kind of a thing. Like the whole.
No, they
like,
don't
the
time
whole
travel
th-
in 206. In
Right.
in SA2, they're just like
Teleports.
You can use them to warp. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then 06 added time travel.
Yeah.
And then
So it's like, do they
yeah.
do everything? Or
Yes.
what?
They slowly
Whatever-
start doing everything.
Yeah,
when you think
Lewis,
about it, though,
Lewis,
in this,
whatever.
if you think about the context of the story, if you think about it, the whole negative and positive power of the emeralds comes out of fucking nowhere. There's no build up to it.
They do
Like,
that.
Nope.
They do a lot more with it in Sonic X, where with the Metarex stuff and the Dark Supersonic, that's only
Yeah.
there for one episode and is never brought up again. And Sonic X is bad, so we're not gonna.
So this audio of Sonic was recorded at a Japanese gaming event when Sonic Adventure was first released in a similar fashion for Sonic Generations. At a Sonic Boom and a Summer of Sonic, they recorded Happy Birthday Sonic, which plays in the
Yeah.
credits of those respective games. I just want to take this point to once again remind everyone I am included in that Happy Birthday Sonic. I am in Sonic Generations. Get fucked everyone else.
If you do pay attention to the audio, they are saying Sonic Coup. You know, they're not
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
Sonic Boom, because bunch
Okay,
of fucking
I'm gonna say
weebs.
the DX model for Supersonic looks a lot better without the shininess, but I definitely prefer the more angular model of Supersonic from the Dreamcast version.
Yeah.